everybody, this is Lisa at Paper Lace and Bling. Got a wire hanging, there we go. Welcome back to my channel. So excited today. Natalie at LineDotArrows and five other Facebook groups are putting on a hashtag Winter Tales, T-A-L-E-S, and that is Natalie's kit, and there's 2 challenge weeks, and then the third week is to finish up everything and stuff like that. So it's not super labor intensive, which is super nice. Say hello, my little gnome. I gotta give him a name. That's what I need to ask you guys. What should I name my gnome? I need a gnome name. Say that 5 times really fast. Okay, so the LineDotArrows Winter's Tale. All right. The first week's challenge is to make a tag envelope. So this is pretty much, you get a lot of different tags, you get different pockets, and this is the freebie kit. Then you get this background page, which is really nice, and this background page, okay? So that is the first week's challenge, is to use this, and you can also use things from the kit to make this. So I am going to use, I didn't print the whole kit out. Now the whole kit's 28 pages. It's huge. And I love the, I've got to use all these little animals and such. I just love them. So there's postcards. I probably won't be using them as postcards. I probably will be cutting out the little creatures. I pretty much only printed out what I think I would want to use for these 2 projects. But I think you will get a sense for what this kit has to offer. Now you get this page, which has got the smaller version of everything, which is lovely to have 2 different sizes. And then there's another ephemera page. And then here is like all the words in a larger size. And there's stamps and all kinds of wonderful ephemera to use. I am officially out of cardstock that will go through my printer. I have some ordered, but it just has not come in yet. It's just taking forever. There were lots of envelopes, which I'm ending up not using, at least for this first. I haven't really looked into the second one yet. Isn't that just gorgeous? Love it. Yeah, all of this is just super pretty. And these portraits with the girls in them is just wonderful. And so that is what I printed out. So hold on and let me get everything set up, and I'll be right back. Just a little more prep work. So I pulled out my Field Notes ephemera pack from Tim Holtz, and I pulled out a few flower doodads. It's Tim Holtz Day, apparently. Goes great with winter tales. So I might use some of these, the bouquets. So, and then I had this Prima flowers I may or may not use. I looked at my hex chart and pulled out some colors that I thought would go the best with this. So we'll see. I've got G24, BG15, and E21. So we'll see. I pulled out some laces, and let me put this hex chart back in, out of the way. This is my main focal point. I just love her. I think she's gorgeous. So I've cut her out, and then these are the background papers from the kit. Now, I did cheat on this background, which I was pretty sure I wasn't going to use with this part. I actually printed part of the second week's freebies on it. Just in case I wanted them to have a background, because I wasn't really sure. So, now this is a piece of cardstock. Everything else I'm working with is copy paper, because that is all I had. Yeah, I'm really kind of upset that I don't have my stuff yet, but you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Now, there's a lot of pieces and parts that are going into this thing, and oh my gosh, I've got very little room right here. Well, I've got my Christmas projects, my Voyage Beneath the Sea, and then I sign up to do this thing. What are you going to do? Now, I do have, I think it's from Dusty, what is that called? DustyAttic.com. I believe this is from the DustyAttic.com. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I pulled it out because it was something interesting. A little bit of cloth. I've got, you know, a bunch of these leaves on, it was a ribbon. I've got some twine, my favorite netting. I've got some little Venice applique lace, and probably going to cut out and color these. This is what I'll use on with my Copics. I did pull out another piece as well of a different one. This one, this one, I don't know. It's very, I don't know if it's just old and somebody had it wrapped around something. It's very stretched out, and I don't know. I also pulled a piece of tatting. I'm not sure I'm going to like the color. So that probably won't go on there. I had some of my tissue paper that I made, and I love the colors on it for this, so I didn't throw them away. Heaven forbid that I should throw it away. And then I've got this fan, applique fan, you know, just in case. Okay, so, and I am using just vintage photo on all of these pieces. So the first thing, I was going to try and have all these done, but I don't. I don't. So let's just get this kind of, okay. So there's my main piece. I have cut out the deer. And I just left a little tab on it. You'll find out why I did that. I cut out one of these adorable little foxes. This huge, angry, he's an owl with an attitude. So I've cut him out, and then I've cut the little owl, just looking around, looking all cutesy. Cut him out. Oh, shoot, there's one I haven't cut out yet. I cut out, these are the pieces that I picked out from the Tim Holtz ephemera. Right there, those 4. I clipped that butterfly. I was pretty sure I had, there it is, another butterfly, and then this one. I am not saving the little antennae. It's usually when you see a butterfly, can you see their antennae if you're not like super close? So, not really going to worry about that. And with all that's going to be going on, I don't think it's going to be missed at all. All right. Doesn't take long to cut these little suckers out. All right, so let's just give these guys all a little and the white parts on here, I'm just doing dark enough so it just looks like it's extended wingspan. Just give these guys a nice little layer. Oopsie. I'm going to lose this butterfly, just know it. I think this one was off one of the tags. Not huge. I think, no, I haven't already gotten this one. All right. Sorry, guys. This is so exciting. Almost done, though. Almost done. I might do a little bit more before I put them down. Okay, so I got an envelope out that I want to use. And this envelope is 8 3/4 by 5 3/4. So it's 4 8.5 by 11 piece of paper folded in half to make that card. Okay, I think it's called an A5 card. I'm not positive though. Okay. So I have 2 pieces. This is just kind of some heavy cardstock, and then this is some medium weight cardstock. The first thing I want to do is I want to put this cardstock in here and have it cut in front of the score line for the flap of the envelope. So there's that. And that's going to give our envelope some stiffness, especially since all I'm doing is working primarily with copy paper. It needs all the help it can get. Okay, I kind of thought that I would probably use, let's see, I think I need to put copy paper on this piece. Let me get a piece that is going to be long enough. Where is it? I know the one I want. This one will work. But that's not the one I want. Where are you? Is this you? Is this you? Yes, because this I can do a longer strip. Now, I don't have to do the whole thing because you're not going to see the whole thing. But, so I'm just going to rip it right there. All right. And then I will glue this on, and then I'll just cut around it. Let me go ahead. That way everything is covered. Let me get off of my item here. Okay, so come on, glue. Really? I haven't had this thing stick on me for so long. Of course, then I go to go to film and what happens? Okay, so we're just going to, if it's going to come out, are you going to come out now? Wow. Really working my arthritis here. Okay. And then I can just put a, just want that right on the edge. Let's move that glue around so I don't end up being able to see all the little squigglies I just did. And then we're going to cut this off. Okay, now because there is going to be a pocket involved, I am going to want to glue this down all the way so that we don't get any interference. So it does need to be glued down pretty well. There we go. All right. So now there's that part. Done. Okay. So see, that will go in there, and that's going to stay in there, and then underneath it is where the envelope is going to be working. All right, so I can continue with this with her, or I can do something different. Let's see. So I have this. I can do that right there. So what I'm going to do here is I know what part I want, and I'm going to cut off a little bit of the, I want this part to fit completely on top of the envelope, you know, more or less. And so, let's see. But I'm also going to include these guys so that I've got that where I want it. Now I know I'm going to cut here and here. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it just for time's sake, and that way I know it's straight. Okay. Let's cut this off. You could also use your ruler and just rip it off if and you'd like. Okay. So, let's take a piece, stick it in as far as you can. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. And cut this across. Okay, so now this is going to go right here. And at that point, I will cut it across. So, there we go. And then we'll get this Well, that needs to come in just a little bit more. There we go. All right, so we've got that. Set this up. I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I'll use my ruler for... Okay. Oh, not quite small enough. Let's go a little bit more. Yep. There we go. Oh, and then I threw my template away. Oh, dearie me. Okay, and then I made it too short. That's all right. We'll figure something out. Not to worry. Not to worry. Okay, so I'm just going to... All right. So that's just a guesstimate. And there are little lines in here. So I'm going to kind of follow that little line. This does not go down far enough. Let's just pull this out of here. There we go. Okay. Okay, this needs to get a little slimmer. A little slimmer. All right. Still a little more slimmer. Slimmer, slimmer, slimmer. Yeah, and I... All right. That is good. That is good enough right there. All right. I tell you what I think I'm going to do. Get all of this stuff. I think I'm going to wrap my ends with this. Kind of like you would do with washi tape. So... and I only need okay. Just put about half of it down. Well, I didn't make it long enough, but I will get that when I get the bottom. So no problems. And then let's just glue the rest of this down. It's just to add a little interest on the ends. It's not really going to be seen too much. Alright, and then this side, just let that lay there. And flip her over. There we go. Everything about this card is layers. Layers, layers, layers. Okay, now I need to do the bottom. And I'm not really interested in getting a whole lot of that Merry Christmas on here, so I'm going to start it here and end it here. Okay. And then if you have some that is hanging over, you can just cut it off after you've done gluing everything. And if you find it easier, put some glue on the cardstock part so you don't tear. Of course, you can do this with any of your stuff. There we go. And then this one. Okay. Let me ink this. I knew I'd have some use for that. Whoops, hello. Use for that little piece of paper. I knew I would. Oh my gosh, what we do to what we keep, right? Okay. Then I'm going to leave the back, and I'm going to I already know who I'm going to give this to. Some lucky lady out there that is so dear about leaving me comments all the time, and just a sweetheart of a gal. So I'm working on some happy mail for her, and this is going to go in it. And I hope she's going to like it. Okay, now I do have a little bit of it hanging off the edge, and I'm just going to cut that off and ink If you have any of the white still showing, just ink on it. All right. There we go. Okay, so there I have the back done. Now what I want to do is I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to put in, this is, I had an old one that was cracking, so I just finished cracking it. I'm going to stick it right down here in the bottom of the envelope. Now I need my girl. See, she's going to take up almost all of this space, and I want the extra space up top. So I'm going to pull her down, and I think I'm going to put a pocket in right about here. Okay. So I have my board in there. I get my, oh, where's my little metal ruler? Well, I'll just use Timmy. And this. I want to make sure that I'm just going to go through leaving about 1/4 of an inch, I think, on both sides. And we can see, is that what yeah, that's all I want to do. Okay, so there's that. Now I have a piece of leftover something that I printed, and I want this to fit down in this pocket. So there we go. That fits down into that pocket. Okay, so I'm going to lay her down in here. So sorry. Excuse me. Woo! I have a little bit of allergy issues today, for sure. Okay, so then I want to place these things okay. I need a little bit of, where is my, there it is. This is repositional. So I'm going to have him right there. Yep, that's good. And then let's see. Yeah. Little fox. So cute. Where's my deer? Yeah, I think I'll put the deer. I'm only putting the glue on the white sheet, not putting it down on the envelope part. And then we'll put you right here. Okay. Okay. So see, and then it pops right out, and I know what I've got here, okay? So that, this one needs to be a little straighter. Or do I want to put him here, like he's sitting above his tail? And then put him here. Yeah, that might work better for me. Okay. And that's still all going to fit on the card. Okay, so, excuse me. What I'm going to do is glue. You really need to come over just a bit more. Okay. All right. So, while I have them, I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut around all my little critters. Okay, almost there. Just the tops of their heads is not that hard to fussy cut around. Okay, so there is that. That can get tossed. Now I need to move these guys off. Just try and remember the way they are. And I need to cover this with something interesting. See, we can probably just cover it with this. This is the other side of where the girl was. So let's just glue this down. And this is non-directional, so you don't have to worry if you have it straight. It's very good. Very good. And then we're just going to cut around this. Boy, my husband has his movie very loud. I hope you guys can't hear that. He's watching one of his favorite movies, which is Battleship. Our TV and internet is basically non-existent today, so so then we get the movies out. I'm always on the lookout for inexpensive CDs of things that I think we'd like to watch, or that my grandson would like to watch. I hate paying full price for them. Gee, many crickets, they want so much money for the movies when they first come out. So, I usually buy them secondhand. And then I'm going to go here and here. Now this part will not come out. So I didn't have to do it all the way down, but since I don't know exactly how far down, you know, it's actually going to be sitting. Okay. So now what I need to do before I finish this part of my front is I need to put my first layer on. And my first layer is this one. I don't know why, but I just love this one. When I saw it, I go, oh, I know exactly where I'm putting that. So, yeah. Okay. And just one more will do it. I'm just cutting those white ends off. There we go. And so we're going to just put this and mat it just like you would, you know, any page that you're working with. And where'd my mark go? Right there. All right. So let's see how well that is. Not quite. Oh, that's why that part wasn't straight. Was not straight at all. Okay, so there is the first part there. And let's ink around it. And this one I'm just going to be putting flat. Okay. I hate that I've had me to work with the card with the copy paper because it just has a mind of its own. It's a little stiffer. It's just so much easier. But that's okay. We do what we can with what we've got. And I am really, even though I did order some paper, I am really trying to stay focused on, I don't need to go buy stuff. I've got tons and tons and tons of things. I don't need to go buy stuff. I have tons and tons and tons of things. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And I think that's going to be my next year theme. Let's use what we got. I need to get through so much stuff. Okay, so this background is way wild, but the way we're going to do it, it's going to be just peachy keen. And let's see. Did I... Where... Maybe I did not. Okay, so it looks like this is the only one I have left. So that's the one we're going to work with. Okay, so let's rip the little strip off here. Much better with cardstock. And yeah, so I'm going to, yeah, I want all the white off first so that I can and that does not bother me that it's got ripped ends at all. Come on. If I wouldn't be so worried about saving a bunch of paper. Okay. And then this one, and I'm just going to make it easier on myself and have it a bigger piece. You move out of my way, Bubba. There we go. Okay. I am going to rip this, but I'm going to go ahead and just get this so that it's, most of it's ready. Okay. All right. So we have, okay, wait, I know you guys are all yelling at me. I'm going to run my blade and I ripped it, but that's okay. It's a pain in the tushy about copy paper. But let's see. Where's my pencil so I can mark it while I can see? Oh, for heaven's sakes. It's such a mess. Okay. Okay, put this back in. I have a pencil mark. Hopefully I will find exactly where it is. Ruler. Okay, that felt pretty good. And I don't care if some of it rips off. It's fine with me. The only thing I need to do is make sure that my card is right here, that my card will fit. So not yet. Still need to pull this over just a little bit more. And there we go. Okay, so let's get the little piece out of here. Why are you not fitting all the way down in there? There's nothing in there. Oh, there's the ledge of the envelope it's stuck on. Okay. So now, from right here, I want to glue this down into my envelope. So this is getting glued to the inside back. Inside back of the envelope. So just get that down in there and glue it down. Okay, so there's yet another layer. And now let me see her. Okay, so I want let's get kind of a okay. I want to wet this. Let me just get a little bit of water here. Oh, that's good. Drip it all over it. I just wanted to wet that a little bit there so I could kind of roll it. Just really manhandle it. Okay. So let's get a piece. It's going to go here. And most all of this is going to be covered, but we're going to ink it just in case. I was just going to do this, but I thought, you know, nobody's really going to understand. And I am taking it up past the line, so it kind of hides that area. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. Now, where the heck is my glue? Laying down on me. So, like I said, this is going to be all layers. So, I know that I'm going to need that side covered better than this side because the owl is going to go over here and you won't see much of anything. So, now the rest of this can get fit in here, and I think, yeah, I want this to look more hand torn than straight. So I'm just going to go down here a little bit. And like I said, a lot of this end is not going to really show much. But okay, now before I lay this down, I'm going to take some of my, let's see, I want to go all the way across. Let's see what we got. Okay, so this, yeah, I'm gonna cut okay, so now this is going to go down behind the screen, the front of the pocket. And I'm just going to put some Fabri-Tac in spots where I know they're going to get covered, just to tack it down. So there's one. There's another. And tack that down. And this I'm going to put right about here. So that there's something there where the deer's head and ears are. I do not know where all of this stuff is coming from. Just touch that down a little bit. There we go. All right. Where's my lid? Doot, doot, doot. Take it off. See how I did that? Okay, so I don't know when I lost my little camera doodad. So, sorry guys. Okay, so now we're going to put this down. And I'm going to go ahead and use Fabri-Tac. I want to make sure that I've got some of this showing everywhere that I want it. Okay. Gonna put these guys down. Okay, so here is my owl. Okay, and then my fox, I remember now, it's got to go underneath the owl, and his little ear goes right there. So let me get him. So another reason I use the Fabri-Tac is it is a little slower in drying and gives you this speed, this extra time. Of course, nothing's wanting to slide. There we go. Okay, and now put the owl down. So cute. Now the owl. And then the deer. Got his little head right there. Cool. And then the deer. La 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 la. Okay. I don't know why I put him, I don't want him to cover up the owl's face. So I'm going to put him down just a little bit. And you see his ear has got some netting. And let me just see, not that it's a huge big deal, if I can go ahead and just recut this. There. A little. There we go. Okay. So there's that. Then we can put her down. La-di-da. Copy paper. Too flimsy. I hope I'm keeping all of this in. All right. Slide her down in here. I did not put glue right down on her bottom half. Let's slide her over a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm just going to start putting things around her. Okay, there's that. Let's see. Okay, so now I need, let me put this away before I cut myself. That would be not a good thing. Not a good thing. Okay. Let me put, not going to be using this right now. I'm just going to use the Fabri-Tac. All right. And I, of course, still need to put something here as well. Okay, so let me get and see how much I like these. See how wonderful? Any alcohol marker you have will do this. And we'll make this one blue. Oh, that might be way too dark. I might be able to lighten it up with a different color though. Okay. So let's see if I put this on it. Yeah. That is wonderful. Very good. Okay. And then I can just do my flower petals. And once I get this one done, I'm going to go ahead and turn you guys off, and I'm going to finish her, and then I will bring you back. But I just wanted you to be a part of seeing all of the fun things. This got a little piece from a different section. Yep, so that is what I'm going to be doing with the different appliques that I have. There we go. Okay. How cute. And I think I might try and leave that because I might probably just put a rhinestone on it or something. But yeah, I think we're going to try and put this back here underneath. Underneath the backing. I just got to get where I can get it. Where I want it. Right where I want it. Okay, so something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish her, bring you back, tell you what I did, and then we will go and finish all of the rest of this. Okay? All right, guys. Back in a flash for you. Hey guys, I have finished it and I absolutely love it. Now you can put, I kind of like them better without, but you can put some of the little tags in here. But yeah, I just love. This is an envelope, and then on the back I have a place for the next challenge. So this is my layered envelope, yeah, whatever the first challenge is. So I just showing you all of that yumminess. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I will add some pictures too. So thanks everybody. If you have any questions on anything I did, just let me know. But I think I covered most everything except for the little decorating part. Okay guys, bye!